The first blush of dawn crept over the eastern mountains, painting the sky with streaks of rose and lavender. In a quiet corner of Kyoto, nestled amongst traditional wooden houses adorned with koi fish windsocks, Sakura Nakamura stirred awake. Today was the day of her Miai, an arranged marriage meeting, a custom as ancient and enduring as the cherry blossom trees lining the Kamogawa River. Sakura, a woman of 19 with eyes the color of deep jade and hair like a raven's wing, wasn't thrilled about the prospect. She yearned for love, a connection that transcended duty and family obligation. Yet, she understood the weight of tradition, the silent plea in her widowed mother's eyes for security and stability. Stepping into the bustling heart of Gion, the geisha district, Sakura felt a pang of longing. Her mother, Hana, had been a renowned geisha, captivating hearts with her grace and wit. But fate, a cruel mistress, had stolen Hana's love, leaving her a single parent and yearning for a different life for her daughter. At the esteemed Nakamura tea house, a haven of polished wood and paper screens, Sakura awaited her fate. Her kimono, a delicate floral pattern on pale silk, felt heavy with unspoken expectations. A gentle tap on the door announced the arrival of the Nakodo, the matchmaker, a woman named Akiko with a warm smile and eyes that held a lifetime of stories. "Sakura-san," Akiko bowed, her voice soft as falling leaves.
"Your Miai awaits. He is a fine young man, heir to the prestigious Sato brewery."
Sakura offered a hesitant nod, a nod of apprehension tightening in her stomach. The Sato family, known for their generations-old sake recipe, belonged to a higher social stratum. Was this a union built on respect, or a mere power play? The meeting unfolded with practiced formality. Sakura met her betrothed, Kenji Sato, a man of average build with kind eyes and a nervous smile. His every word seemed rehearsed, his demeanor respectful yet cold. Disappointment settled in Sakura's heart. There was no spark, no flicker of something deeper. As the conversation turned to family history, a peculiar detail caught Sakura's attention. Kenji mentioned a rarely visited family shrine, nestled deep within the bamboo forests bordering their estate. He spoke of a legend whispered through generations. A hidden dragon said to reside within, its spirit intertwined with the Sato family's prosperity. Intrigued, Sakura pressed for more details. Kenji, hesitant at first, warmed to the subject. He revealed his grandfather's fascination with the legend, his obsession with unlocking the dragon's secrets. Suddenly, the Sato family's interest in this Miai didn't seem so pragmatic anymore. Days turned into weeks, the memory of the Miai lingering in Sakura's mind. Haunted by the tale of the hidden dragon, she delved into her mother's collection of ancient scrolls. Tucked away in a forgotten corner, she found a faded parchment depicting a celestial creature, its scales shimmering with an otherworldly glow. The caption identified it as Gion, the dragon god of water, said to possess immense wisdom and power. A seed of doubt sprouted in Sakura's heart. Was the Miai a mere formality to secure the Nakamura tea house's future, or was there a deeper motive at play? Was the Sato family seeking more than a wife for Kenji? Were they searching for a key to unlock the dragon's power? Driven by curiosity and a growing sense of unease, Sakura decided to investigate. One moonlit night, cloaked in a dark kimono, she slipped out of her room and ventured towards the Sato estate. The bamboo forest, alive with the rustling of leaves and the chirping of unseen insects, seemed to whisper secrets. Following Kenji's directions, she found the hidden shrine, a small moss-covered structure radiating an eerie luminescence. As she approached, a tremor shook the ground, and the shrine door creaked open with a groan. Sakura peeked inside, her breath catching in her throat. In the center, bathed in an ethereal light, lay a massive stone carving of a dragon, its eyes glowing with an emerald fire. Suddenly, a voice, deep and rumbling, echoed within the shrine. Who dares disturb the slumber of Gion? Fear threatened to paralyze Sakura, but a newfound resolve steadied her. "I come in peace," she declared, her voice stronger than she expected. The voice chuckled, a sound like boulders tumbling down a mountainside. Peace? In a world driven by ambition and greed? Sakura took a deep breath. I seek the truth. Why is the Sato family obsessed with the dragon? The rumbling voice paused, then spoke again, a hint of curiosity replacing its earlier gruffness. Truth, you say? Few mortals seek that anymore. Very well, child. Come closer. Hesitantly, Sakura stepped into the shrine, the air tingling around her. As she drew near the dragon carving, its emerald eyes seemed to bore into her soul. Images flooded her mind, a fiery cataclysm, a village nestled in a valley, and a young woman with eyes like hers desperately pleading with the heavens. The voice boomed once more. You see glimpses of the past. This land was once ravaged by a drought. Then, a young woman, a Nakamura ancestor of yours, offered herself to Ryujin in exchange for rain. Sakura felt a chill crawl down her spine. A sacrifice? She whispered. Not quite, the voice explained. She made a pact, rain in exchange for the dragon's slumber and the Sato family's prosperity. The pieces clicked into place. The Sato family's wealth stemmed from the fertile land, a consequence of the Nakamura sacrifice. A cold realization washed over Sakura. The Miai wasn't just about securing the tea house, it was about finding a Nakamura descendant to potentially appease the dragon further. But why does it matter now? Sakura asked, her voice barely a whisper. The pact weakens, Ryujin rumbled. Greed has corrupted the Satos. They seek not just prosperity, but power beyond measure. They plan to awaken me, to bend my will to their desires. Panic surged through Sakura. She couldn't let them unleash a force meant to be contained. What can I do? You hold the key, child, Ryujin said. The descendant of the one who made the pact. There is a ritual, a forgotten dance passed down through your bloodline that can either strengthen the seal or break it entirely. Leaving the shrine, Sakura stumbled back into the bamboo forest, the weight of responsibility crushing her. A forgotten dance, a power she never knew she possessed. The fate of the land, perhaps even the world, hung in the balance. Back in her room, a tremor of fear mixed with an unexpected surge of determination. She spent the next few days uncovering fragments of the dance from her mother's old practice notes and stories whispered by older tea house workers. The movements were graceful yet powerful, filled with a strange energy that resonated deep within her. Meanwhile, the date for her official engagement to Kenji was set. The Nakamura tea house buzzed with excitement, oblivious to the storm brewing in Sakura's heart. On the day of the ceremony, Sakura adorned herself in a magnificent kimono, a gift from her mother. Beneath the vibrant silk, however, beat the heart of a warrior. The engagement ceremony unfolded with practiced ease, but Sakura's eyes were fixed on a hidden spot in the garden, a small grove of cherry blossom trees, the perfect place to perform the ritual. Seizing an opportunity while the guests were distracted, Sakura slipped away. Reaching the grove, she closed her eyes, picturing Ryujin's emerald gaze. As the dance flowed through her, the cherry blossoms fluttered to life, showering her in a cascade of pink petals. The air crackled with unseen energy, and the ground trembled under her feet. Suddenly, a deep groan echoed from afar. Turning towards the Sato estate, Sakura saw a plume of smoke rising from the direction of the shrine. Kenji had disobeyed, attempting to awaken Ryujin on his own. Fear momentarily threatened to paralyze her, but the image of her ancestor flashed in her mind. With renewed determination, Sakura channeled the remaining energy of the dance, focusing it on the direction of the shrine. A blinding light erupted, followed by a deafening roar. When the light subsided, the grove was silent. The cherry blossoms were still. Rushing back to the ceremony, Sakura found the guests in a state of disarray. News of the tremors and a strange light emanating from the Sato estate had reached them. Later, news arrived that the shrine had collapsed, burying the dragon statue beneath tons of rubble. Kenji, shaken and confused, claimed an earthquake had caused the incident. His family, fearing further misfortune, decided to call off the engagement. Sakura, relieved and exhausted, returned to her tea house. Though heartbroken over Kenji, a strange sense of peace settled over her. She had protected the land, honored her ancestors, and perhaps even found a strength she never knew she possessed. Life returned to a semblance of normality. Sakura continued running the tea house, her movements imbued with a newfound grace. The legend of the hidden dragon became a hushed rumor, a reminder of the day a young woman danced with destiny under the cherry blossoms. One quiet evening, as Sakura sipped green tea on the veranda, a familiar figure emerged from the twilight. Kenji, his hair slightly ruffled and a sheepish smile on his face, stood at the gate. He bowed deeply. "Sakura-san," he began, his voice laced with regret. "I wish to apologize for my actions and the deception. I was blinded by ambition, manipulated by my father's desires." Sakura studied him, her emotions a tangled mess. Part of her still held anger, but a larger part felt a flicker of understanding. "You were caught in a web of family expectations," she finally said. Kenji nodded. "I see that now. The experience, it changed me. I've spoken with my father, challenged his pursuit of power. There's a chance things might change within the Sato family." A beat of silence followed. Then, Sakura surprised even herself by saying, "Come in, Kenji-san. Let's talk." Over steaming cups of tea, they talked for hours. Kenji spoke of his yearning to break free from his family's legacy, to build his own path. Sakura shared stories of her ancestors' sacrifice and the responsibility that now rested upon her. As the moon climbed high, they stepped out onto the veranda. Silver light bathed the garden, casting long shadows from the cherry blossom trees. A comfortable silence settled between them, a newfound sense of respect and understanding replacing their earlier awkwardness. "The cherry blossoms are beautiful this year," Kenji commented, gazing at the delicate blooms. Sakura looked up at the star-dusted sky. "They remind me of what's precious: beauty, fragility, the cycle of life and renewal." A gentle breeze whispered through the trees, carrying the scent of blooming flowers. Kenji looked at Sakura, his gaze lingering on her eyes. "You are strong, Sakura-san," he said softly, "stronger than you know." Sakura felt a warmth spreading through her chest. Perhaps, she thought, strength wasn't just about wielding power, but about facing challenges with courage and integrity. And perhaps, love could bloom even in the most unexpected places. The story doesn't end with a grand confession or a fairy tale wedding. It ends with a promise, a shared understanding that their paths, though different, might now run parallel. Sakura knew she would continue to protect the dragon's seal, her duty intertwined with the fate of the land. But now, she did so with a lighter heart, the possibility of love blossoming alongside the cherry blossoms in the spring. Years passed, marked by quiet visits and blossoming friendship between Sakura and Kenji. The Sato family, humbled by the incident, distanced themselves from the pursuit of the dragon's power. The legend remained a whispered tale, a reminder of the delicate balance between ambition and harmony. One spring morning, Sakura stood beneath the vibrant canopy of cherry blossoms, a small hand clasped in hers. A young girl, her eyes the color of jade, looked up at her with a sense of wonder. "Mama," she asked, "will you tell me the story of the dancing girl and the dragon again?" Smiling, Sakura knelt down, brushing a stray petal from her daughter's hair. "Yes, my little Sakura," she whispered, "I will." The story, passed down through generations, became a testament to the courage of a young woman, the power of tradition, and the enduring beauty of the land she protected.